From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They're going to look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. At their own 36-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see run because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage and turn to the side.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
He had a man open, but and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Shrugs him off. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He tried to buy. Time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
DeMarvion overshown, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning defensive player.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. Still going. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise, a rookie catching it and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 2. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Kenneth Murray. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones.
And he'll take a shot, hit the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And some room to work. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bigsby. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 28 yards. And the Rams are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play action now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And again, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Prescott now from the 50.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Rams have got him. And that should just about seal this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that.